What's up, Eminem? Come outside. Cause I seen the shoe and I threw it at him. Boom. What's up with it, lovely? It's your girl Zoe. Welcome to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, what's up, what's popping? And if you back, welcome back. As you can see by the title of the video, this is gonna be a quick little story time about when my high school sweetheart cheated on me. Well, when I found out that my high school sweetheart cheated on me. So, okay, before we get into this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all already know what to do. Hit that post notification button so you'll be notified every time I post. Okay? Alright, so let's get into the video. First things first, we're gonna give him a name. And we're gonna name him Eminem. Okay. So Eminem was my boyfriend, and like we used to always be together. Like he was in the streets real bad. He was selling drugs, so we used to be at the trap all the time. And I was always with him. Like everywhere he went, I was there. And you know what I mean? I always had his phone, everything. So Eminem he started rapping, started like doing shows and all of this good stuff, right? So I guess one day in, I think it was like December or something, he met a girl. And I immediately knew that he met the girl because he came back, or I think we were like at the house, like we used to be kicking it at this house or whatever, right? And he came back one night and was just like, I don't know why, or like he might have told me about it like the next day or the day out. So, you know, like it was recent. He had told me. He was like, I don't know why this girl keep texting. He was like, I met her at a party or whatever, and she keep texting me, whatever. He like, I don't know what to say to her. So I'm texting her back. You know, I'm like, let me see the phone. So I'm texting her back. We were like this though. You know what I'm saying? So anything that was going on, he told me about. So if he was talking to a girl or anything like that, I knew about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when, like, I don't know, I was a little dummy behind him. So like, you know, we were young, you know what I'm saying? So he would have friends, and I was like, okay, you can have friends, that's cool. I ain't tripping, you know. So like girls would come over and stuff like that, but it was like I was right there, so he was never like doing nothing with them, like, but girls would be over. And of course I was very freaking jealous, like, but I couldn't see, I'm a real player, so I would never let a man know that I'm jealous. Like I would just be like, okay, whatever, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Girls would come over after school or whatever case is. So girls would come over after school and be all up in his face and stuff. And I didn't go to the school that they went to. I think I got kicked out of school at this time. And so I was just hanging out on the block with the crew, with the grown-ups. Everybody else was like older than me. Everybody was already in their 20s. And I was just, wow. Okay. So, and he was in school still at the time. So, after school, you know what I'm saying, I would wait on them to get back or whatever the case is, and wait on him to get back to where I used to hang out at or whatever. Or I would like leave my house at a certain time and then like, you know, link up with him, whatever the case is. Cool. But girl, tell me why the girl that's texting his phone, he started getting real disrespectful. I think me and him like got into it, and I think we like broke up for like a period of time. Not even long, but we broke up, and he like texting her a lot, and I guess he was like hanging out with her and all of this stuff. So he would be like, we would be at like the other homie's house, and he would be looking at her MySpace. So Facebook had just started or whatever the case is. You was switching from MySpace, and everybody was on Facebook. Girl, one day we at the homie's house, and he is on this girl's Facebook page, and I had already did my little research because I had his phone, so I would be checking his messages and checking, you know what I'm saying, what they be talking about and stuff. And so I had already knew her Facebook, her MySpace. I had already been watching the girl, okay? So that goes on or whatever case is, and I guess I don't even know how, but I think we had like a barbecue or something and he invited them. I don't know. But like the girl was just coming around a little too much for me. And he was being a little too in her face. And she was being a little much. She was in his face too much. But I was like, you know what? I can't even, I don't even know what to do. I didn't even know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm used to him having homegirls. But I was never used to like girls being like all up on him like that, like that's his girlfriend type thing. And then the girl sat on his lap one day at this little barbecue, and I was just like, wow. And I had an attitude with him, and he like, what's like, doing that, he was a little boy. Boys are really like slick with it, because he like would come in the house with me like, what's your problem? What's wrong with you? Da 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 da. And me, I was just always so afraid to like piss him off. So I just would just be like, nothing. He knew what was wrong, but I just would be like, nothing. And so, girl, so all of that goes on. So he's been talking to her and all of this stuff. So how I found out was, I probably should have gave y'all the story time how I found out that he cheated on me with my close friend, which was my hairdresser first. But we're gonna get to that story later. It gets crazy. So let me just finish this story, because I'm really like I should have started with that, but we're here, whatever. So, okay. Basically how I found out was his homeboy's little sister, which was my homegirl, which is his homeboy's little sister. She kept it real with me, like, yeah, yeah, he over there in these apartments called Wooty Whoop. Y'all, the apartments was literally across the street from my mama's house. And I knew something was weird, because how are you just always coming to my house so fast? So basically what happened was his mama had moved out of her house, and she was getting married, and she was moving in with her husband. So he had to figure out where he was gonna go. And so I'm asking him, okay, so what are you gonna do? Where you gonna go? Da 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 da. He like, oh, I'm just gonna go to my sister's house. Da 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 da. Me and his sister like this. We with each other all the time. I'm always with her. I don't see none of the. I don't see the couch your mama gave you, the TV she gave you. I don't see none of that stuff. Where is it at? You know what I mean? And then I just didn't understand it. And he was always somewhere, but I couldn't come to where he was at. And that's never been a thing. I've always been with him. You know what I mean? Like everywhere he go, I'm there. I can be able to pull up. I'm pulling up. But it wasn't one of those. So I forgot how I found out. But long story short, I think I had went to jail for like a week or something like that. And so they had told me like, oh yeah, whoop stay at. Even his homeboy even told me. That's the tea. I ain't never tell him that. So the sister and the brother was on the phone. They was basically like telling me like, okay, they basically told me the story. Boom. She live over there at Wooty Whoop, across the street from your mama's. Y'all. So one day, this is when I was a little wild. Don't judge me, but I was taking X pills back then. So I took an X pill, and I tried not to call his phone or say anything to him. So I called his phone, and I'm blowing his phone up. He not answering his phone. So I'm like, okay, I'm blowing his phone up. And I'm telling you, when I say blow it up, I blew it up. I called at least 100 times for sure. Like, I called over 100 times. Like, crying. I'm boohoo crying. I finally was like, you know what? F it. I'm about to walk over there and just call his name out on some crazy stuff. I walk over there to the apartment, and I'm literally like calling his name. Eminem. I see his car. Boom. Something told me, oh yeah, he's over here somewhere. So I'm going to all the doors. Knock, knock, knock. Eminem, come outside. Went up the stairs. Eminem, come outside. And finally, one of the neighbors came outside, and she was like, who you looking for? And I'm like, Eminem. Like, I'm looking for my Eminem. She like, oh. So she gets on the phone and was like, some girl out here looking for Eminem. I've been like, so I'm just sitting there, whatever case is. And I'm like, yeah, like, so all I hear was some commotion at the door behind her. So I walk up the steps. Knock, 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 knock. Come outside. By this time, and the tea behind it is the car that he had was driving. Literally, I helped him get that car. Okay, so I was a little, come outside and give me the keys to my car. Matter give me the keys to my car, because I helped you get that car. Okay, because we were selling drugs together, and I helped you. And also, I think I had just gotten to a wreck, so I had gave him some of my wreck money. I know, stupid, dumb. I know, don't judge me. I was dumb for this dude. But anyways, so yeah, I'm like, come outside. The girl like trying to, you could hear her like, let me out, like, you know, she trying to get through the door. He's not letting her get through the door. He like, go home, whatever. I'm like, no, I ain't going nowhere. So I sat out there, y'all, and mind you, I'm on the X pill, so I'm a little, what's that word called? Dramatic and over the top and all the other words that I can think of, okay? I'm literally sitting at her door crying my heart out like, you got me fucked up. You was a bitch ass nigga. You got me fucked up. All that. I'm literally crying like, you had me so messed up. I can't believe you. Come outside. Da, 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 da. He opens the door, and when he opens the door, I literally see the couch that his mama just had at her house. I see the TV she had. I see the 2 couches she had, the TV. I see the little decor, everything. I said, oh, you really living over here. You live here. Oh, you live here. So, you know, and that made me feel some type of way because it's like, okay, so I can't get an apartment because I've never had my own apartment yet. You go live with her? Okay, say less. I was living with my mama at the time. I don't even know the storyline right now, okay? But, so boom. He like, Zoe, he comes outside, he closed the door, he's holding it with his hand like this. Like the door's right here, and he just like holding it. He's holding it. He like, Zoe, just go home. Just go home. And I'm like, no. I'm like, you need to explain this. What's going on? He like, just go home. I sat out there for probably another hour. He went inside and he did not come back out. I sat out there peeling her door. Drugs is a motherfucker, baby. Because why was I peeling the paint off her door? Peeling it. It was like a little hole. Let me tell y'all, it was like a little hole. And I scratched the hole so much that it just started peeling the stuff off, honey. And I'm so embarrassed telling this story, but whatever, it is what it is. I was young. Okay, finally I'll go home. I think it was like 2 days later. 2 days later, I walk over there. I'm called because he. Matter of fact, that night, the next morning, he comes to my house and he just like. Basically, like, telling me the situation. Like, oh, I had to move over there because, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know where I was going to go, what I was going to do. So I have to move my stuff over there until I can figure out, you know, I can't live with my mama and her husband. He, like, my sister got her little situation. I can't live over there like that. So, this is all I can do right now. Basically telling me that he's using the girl until he finds him, get his own place. So, I'm like... This story is crazy. So I'm like, I gotta take a shot. Hold on. Ooh, I gotta take a shot to this one, baby. So I let it be that. One night, so that was the okay, so my camera died, so I gotta remember where I was at. And don't judge my nail because my bad. So what happens? Oof. So he's telling me this story, basically telling me like, okay, that's what it is. Cool. So I'm like, cool, whatever, you know, by this time, but you know, so let's have an understanding that whenever I call, you answer, and if it's not like that, if you don't really give a fuck about her like that for real, like you say you don't, then when I call, you answer. Or if you even, and not even just you answer, like be respectful and call me and talk to me and come to, like, you're across the street from my mother's house. Like, quit playing with me. So, you know, one of those things. So, he's at my mom's and we kicking and we hanging out or whatever the case is. And he like, something happened to his phone. So, he asked me to use my phone. He knows that I have a house phone. He's like, I'll call you on the house phone. Da, 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 da. I was okay with it because, at the time, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was only talking to him, and only people that would call my cell phone was, like, my friends. So, and all I had to do was call them on my house phone and tell them, like, hey, don't call the cell phone because he has the phone. Eminem has the phone, right? So, boom. I give him my phone, literally. This is within the same week. I believe. I'm not sure, but I believe it's in the same week. Don't quote me on this, but I'm kind of thinking that it's within the same week, right? This stupid shit. This shit is starting to hurt, y'all. Okay, I gotta make this quick because this shirt is starting to hurt me. Okay, so now I'm like, so I think what happened was I let him take the phone where he's calling me on the house phone. We're still in communication. He over there, whatever case is, all this stuff. It wasn't FaceTime back then, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So he's telling me that's where he at, you know what I mean? His brothers is over there, they chilling. I heard him in the background. And that's that. You know, he's staying in contact with me. The next day, I don't know what happened, but I don't know what came over me, but he wasn't answering the phone all day. Okay? All day. And I'm talking about like, it really wasn't even an all day thing. It was like to about 3 p.m. I was calling since morning. But I wanted my phone back by this time. You got my phone. You ain't answering the phone. I know where you're at now, so I'm about to walk over there. You're literally in walking distance. So I'm on my way, right? So y'all, I walk over there, and his stepbrother, rest in peace to him, his stepbrother, I knock on the door. His stepbrother opens the door. He sees that it's me. It's me, his girlfriend, for fuck's sake, right? Of course she can come inside. It's Zoe, his girlfriend. He walks inside. I mean, he opens the door. He looks and sees it's me. He walks back to the couch and lays down. I would say it was like a movie because I didn't even know where this girl's house was. I didn't even know where anything was. I just kept going straight. My mind just told me, just walk straight. He opened the door. You already inside. Just walk straight. So I walked to the first room I could find. I knew it was a 1 bedroom because I got it out of him. So I walk and I start twisting the door open. At the same time that I'm twisting the door open, I see his brother realize I just let Zoe in this house. I don't know. I literally see him. He laid down. You tell he was half asleep. He laid down and he was like, I seen him like, you know, because it was like, I could literally see it. And you could tell he was like, what the I do? I opened the door and they're laying in the bed. They're like cuddled in a spoon position. He looks and he sees my face and put the cover over his face. Why did you put the cover over your face, sir? Like, what was that gonna do? I don't know what I did. All I did was I seen the shoe and I threw it at him. Boom. Yeah, I was on some. I got some little crazy stories, but I'm not crazy though. I swear to God, I'm not crazy. So boom. Yeah, like, so that happens, whatever case is, and she like, really, Eminem, you gonna let her get in here, come in here, whatever case is. Girl, me and him, we started fighting. So I was throwing shit at her by this time, but let me tell y'all, sidebar, I fuck with Shawty now. Like, I fuck with her, for real. We locked in. We ain't best friends, but we locked in. Like, I fuck with her. Like, all of us are cool. Like, I fuck with everybody. Like, we're still, me and him still cool. Me and her still cool. We all done kumbaya. They have a child together now. I'll get to that story. I'll get to all of that later on in more story times. But for this story, yeah, like, I threw a what's that thing called? A shoe at her. Everything. And so, yeah, I threw a shoe at her and everything, or whatever case is. And I think before this, did she try to fight me before this? I think she tried to fight me before this. I think this ain't the first time we had a little. No, this is the first time me and her had a run-in, for sure. This is the first time we had a run-in. The run-ins get crazier after this, but this is the first time we had a run-in. I think I need to have her on this show. I think I need to have her on my YouTube, my channel. But we'll talk about that later. Okay, so, boom. I keep getting sidetracked because it was a crazy time. So, basically, I'm throwing stuff at her. Girl, we go, so me and him is fighting. He like, kind of, not tackles me. It's kind of like tackles me. I fall back into the closet, into her closet. Y'all, this pulled out a belt and was like, Zoe, stop. And I'm like, nope, you. So I'm kicking at him. He like, Zoe, stop, go home, stop. And I'm like, no. I pick up a shoe, I hit him in his face. Boom, dead in his face. He hit me with the belt. Boom, boom. He grabs me. He slings me. I don't know, we wrestling. I don't know, but the bathroom was like on the side, so we wrestling. I don't know who was supposed to get in the tub or didn't get in the tub and wash their ass that night or that morning, but somebody left a full tub of water, and me and him, we fell in the water. Boom. Literally, by the time we got done fighting and stuff, my hair was a fro. She called I don't even know if she called the police. I don't know who called the police, but the brother was like, y'all stop, da 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 da, whatever case is. That's it. She just sitting there watching, like, she's watching me and him fight. So he telling us stop. The police get called. The police come and he calls his actually in the midst of all that, he calls his mother and was like, man, come get Zoe. She done ran in this girl's house. This and that other. She won't leave. His mama, that's my girl. That's my girl. She coming to get me. She know he wrong. She know her son wrong. So come get. Yeah, your son wrong. Let's talk about it. No, I'm just playing. But I love her to this day. I'm sorry. I ain't even on that. But she was like, I was always with his mama. Like, we was locked in. We was really locked in. That was like my second mama. I loved her. I called her mom and everything. Like, I loved her. I still love her to this day. We just, me and her son ain't together. So ain't no point in me. I mean, I still love her. I still check up on her on Facebook and stuff like that, you know. But anyway, so it's a net in my house, y'all, and it's really getting on my nerves. So before his mama came, the police comes, right? And the police is we all sitting there. Them three are sitting on one couch, on the couch where the brother was sleeping on. They all three the two brothers sitting on the couch. She was standing up. I was sitting on the couch. I was tired. Why was I sitting on her couch? I don't know, but I was sitting on the couch because I said I'm not going anywhere. I guess I'm just gonna live here. So I don't know who called the police. I think she did. I said, well, I guess I live here now too then, or whatever. Like, all you have to do was answer the phone. All you have to do was give me my phone, bring me my phone. I've texted the phone many times, bring me my phone, because I was texting my cell phone from a computer. Like, what? I was so dumb, man. Please, girl, would never let me shut up. Let me just finish telling y'all the story. Okay, so boom, that happens. The police come. The police is like, so he was, just to tell the truth, he was a known bad boy for where I'm from, and you know the police knew his name, so they're like, oh, Eminem, he like, oh, you done found yourself into like into a love cycle or something like that, whatever case is, and he like, so who your girlfriend? He was like, he didn't say nothing. He wouldn't say nothing. He was like, well, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, which one you gonna be with? Which one's your girlfriend? He pointed at her. No, he looked at her. I threw the phone. I mean, by this, because he gave me the phone back by this time. He gave me my phone back by this time, or whatever. And the police was like, so which one you gonna be with? And he looked at her, and he just stared at her. They staring at each other. I threw the phone at him like, and listen, y'all, I had one of those, the cricket phones back in the day when they first came out. So they was like this small and this skinny. I threw the phone at him, boom, hit him, bust his lip, start bleeding instantly. Yeah, quit playing with me. The police officer snatched me up real fast. They got me like this, snatched up on the wall. Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. They got me like this, snatched up on the wall. And he like, Mr. Eminem, do you want to press charges? And he told the girl, he asked the girl, he like, do y'all want to press charges? And she like, I just want her to go. So I think she was trying to press charges on me, or whatever case is, I don't know. But they asked, did he want to press charges? And he like, no, please just take her home. Just make her leave. So his mom ends up pulling up, whatever case is. She like, you need to get this under the control. Like, you know, she's going off on him because it's really his fault, because you wasn't being 100 with me. I should have been more. I was so naive. Like, I mean, it was on me. I mean, I don't want to say, I'm not going to take the blame for his shit, but like, I should have literally like, clearly they live together. Clearly he's fucking with her now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that. Like, he's still calling you. He's still all in your face. He's still all of this, but he's fucking with her. He lives with her now. Like, but I was like, not my nigga. No way. I was not going for that. So, his mama comes. They walk me downstairs. The police walk me down the stairs. They released me to his mama. I cried to her, like, you know, like it's what is going on? And let me tell y'all, this is one thing, and no disrespect to her, because I love her, but the mamas are the worst, because she's sitting there like, well, baby, he has to do what he has to do. I'm living with my husband. I don't want no kids in the house with me anymore. I don't want none of my kids in the house with me. My husband, and he has to do what he has to do. And if you want y'all to live together, y'all get y'all little apartment. But I had to leave, and he had to figure out what he had to do. So I'm like, oh, I understand. I mean, I don't have an apartment. I can't get an apartment. I don't got no job. I ain't got the money that I'm having is the money that he's making is the money that he's giving me, and I'm doing that with other stuff. I'm buying everything up under the sun. Other than I'm not thinking about no dang bills. I'm thinking about some Jordans that I'm about to get in these new outfits that I'm about to get. I ain't thinking about no dang bills. I'm about to get my hair done. You know what I mean? I wasn't thinking about saving up for that type of stuff. I wasn't. So, and I think the girl, she had a job and all that stuff, whatever cases and whatever. But yeah, like I was like, I ain't working no job. So I was on that type of time. So anyway, from there it gets crazier, but we're gonna say that for, I don't even know what this is gonna even be called, because it's definitely story time, but like, oh my God, I just am reflecting right now, and it's like, wow, Zoe, you were really on some you was on some hot girl shit, on some like, not even hot girl, you was on some simp. Like, I was a simp, honey. I was a mess behind that one, honey. And everybody from where I'm from can attest to this. I was a mess behind him, honey. I was doing whatever to whoever, fighting whoever, fighting him. Yeah, like definitely at a young age we was fighting a lot. Then once we started getting older, it gets a bit better. But I'm gonna give you guys more story times regarding the Eminem. If y'all want to hear more stories about it, if y'all want to hear about the first time her and her friend tried to jump me, comment down below and let me know if you guys want to hear about the first time her and her friend tried to jump me, or do y'all want to hear about how he cheated on me and got my close friend / hairstylist pregnant? Or do y'all want to hear about, I could tell y'all about this, tell y'all a little something. Like, I got hella story times when it comes to him. And it's so crazy because I used to be so naive when people would tell me he was doing stuff, and I'm like, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way he cheating on me. Nah. Hell nah. But anyway, y'all, so that's gonna sum this story time up. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that post notification button so you'll be notified every time I post. Make sure you all follow me on Instagram. I have it links down below. Hit me up on Instagram, DM me. If you're in Atlanta and you want to collab, let me know, because I'm really looking for just to do more like content creation type stuff or whatever the case is. But yeah, I'm out of here until next time. I love y'all. Peace. Watch me check up on you. Watching me shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Come over and check up on it.